I want it bad. Ooh, hot stuff all over my nachos, walking like a taco, driving over potholes, hotter than a pot roast, fingers on my hot chips, red-handed, come on, man, I'ma need some chopsticks. Before I leave the house, and I'ma need another outfit. Flying in a maggot on the wall inside a cockpit. Speaking of desire, baby, preaching to the choir, man, my tongue is doing fine, but the roof is on fire. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanted you to say. Retweet the room, please. Ooh, hot stuff all over my nachos, walking like a taco, driving over potholes, hotter than a pot roast, fingers on my hot chips, red-handed, come on, man, I'ma need some chopsticks. Quietly the house, and I'ma need another outfit. Flying in a maggot on the wall inside a cockpit.
What are we listening to?
We
I
are
haven't the
listening to
slightest idea.
an extended mashup of Chance the Rapper and Backstreet Boys, which was used for a Doritos commercial back in 2019 in honor of our very ugly Doritos Trogdor noun. I'm sorry, I had to say it. We love all nouns equally, just like we love all of our children, but we can still say it out loud, right?
Yeah, this one's interesting. I'm
Yeah,
surprised it's going to 35E.
Well, there's a bit of a bidding war
We got rubbed.
going
That's
on.
what happens. We got rubbed.
I don't know. I don't know which wallet it is. I didn't have time to look into it, but I know that at least one of the wallets that's bidding this up is the P-Nouns project, which is a Japanese project based on nouns that is really popular and was like #1 trending on OpenSea when it launched. And their entire purpose was basically to launch a 10K PFP based on nouns and then use the proceeds to buy 3 nouns. And I saw a tweet earlier that, if Google Translate does not let me down, said that they are trying to buy their first noun tonight. So I think one of these wallets.
Well, that's exciting. That's really
Yeah.
exciting.
I did send a
Yeah.
message.
So if
that
anyone's,
is actually really cool.
yeah, if you're in the audience, pop on up.
If
You're
you're
bidding.
from P-Nouns or you know
If you're a
about P-Nouns.
P-Noun,
If you're a P down or you're bidding,
Yo, what's
please
up,
pop up.
P-Nouns? What's up? Hopefully,
they registered their NNS today, so they got their .nouns.
that's what we like.
beautiful. I'm gonna send a quick message to our
You are
guest, Janet.
officially a noggle.
Hopefully she'll still be able to make it. One caveat is that where she is, it's 6 a.m. So there is a slight possibility that maybe she has not awoken yet, and I would not really hold it against her. But I'm not too worried.
I love 9 o'clock as much as the next guy, but 6 a.m. is pretty early.
Yeah, well, fast forward 2 months, and we'll see you here, Joshua, at 6 a.m. or 3 months maybe, but we're coming back through the night, so don't get too
Josh is
comfortable
like,
over there.
I'll see you when we get back to like 8 a.m.
Yeah, Josh is like, about that next prop, just count me outie.
Yeah.
Oh, how does 11 a.m. PFT sound for you guys?
Well, one thing you have control over, and I mean full control over, Joshua, is you can move anywhere on this green earth. So if you'd like, you could follow 9 o'clock around the world. You know, that could be a good prop, actually.
That would be.
It actually
awesome.
is a good prop. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna make
9
it
o'clock.
noon wherever I'm at somehow. I guess you can't really do that.
No, what you call is you say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you just travel around so that 9 o'clock is at 5 o'clock wherever you are.
Yeah, and it really should be. And
Darius, are you listening?
And that's where we started the 9 o'clock live from the 5 o'clock somewhere bar.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
There you go.
All right, we're brainstorming.
We got 1 minute.
Oh, yeah,
we got 1 minute, maybe.
Legit would fund that prop.
Okay, 55 seconds left in the auction, so head over to nounclock.app. You can watch the end of the auction with us. There's 48 seconds left, barring any other any other bids coming in, which I don't think we're going to get. So in 41 seconds, we're going to go to play fomonouns. Go to fomonouns.wtf, and we're going to play a little game that's exactly like Hot or Not. You either vote up or vote down the possible nouns coming down the blockchain highway. And if we get consensus, we'll be able to pick the next noun that goes up for auction. So it's pretty fun. And then after that, all those ones that we don't click fast enough to mint, we'll get an opportunity to save those as well after FOMO nouns. So stay tuned for that. We got a good couple minutes of games to play. And then if our guest Janet is able to join us, then we will be chatting with her about her awesome clothing. So that's what is in store. 1 second left. Let's go. 35.9.
1 second. Here we go.
Yeah, we're playing with you.
Go.
And we're off.
That's pretty ugly.
All right. Let's see.
That's not an aesthetic noun. I'm sorry.
That is very
unaesthetic. Blood mail.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, that's like
that one's not bad.
That's like if someone sends you a threatening letter, basically. This is basically the letter. This is the letter that we are going to get from stamps.com.
It's the Unabomber. It was the Unabombers now.
Too far.
There we
too
go.
soon and too far.
Yeah. Too far? Okay.
Sunny Orange.
This was a really nice orang with the invisible noggles. And then we got the one invisible noggle on the weight retainer. Oh,
I'm the one up vote.
By the way,
wow, that is bad.
By the way, weight retainer. That's what I am during the holidays. So that's actually what I'm gonna go.
We all. I mean, during the holidays, aren't we all? Weight retainer.
That's
during the holidays, before the holidays, after the holidays.
Weight retainer is an optimistic.
Really, the holidays have no bearing on. Oh, I like this one.
Ooh, this is nice. Square with the checks and stripes. I don't think we're gonna get that.
That might be Trogdor chocolate.
Some of you.
That might be one of my favorite accessories.
I'm not sure why
I think it might be my favorite.
Exist, but I think it should.
It'd be like chili pepper chocolate, like the hot.
Yes. Oh, this is a really nice microwave.
Nice.
If Al 409 ever buys a noun, this is the one he'll want for
sure. This is nice.
This is like very, very like.
This is the one. Yeah.
How did we not get that?
Like gangster.
Oh, I like this one. This is like
Rocco.
That was a clean.
This is an RGB keyboard.
That was a very clean microwave. That was one of those microwaves that has an air fryer built into it. That's how clean it was. Very modern.
Illuminati.
That sounds messy, actually.
Illuminati bag.
Let's see if we can get a wizard hat. Because Wizards DAO wants to purchase another noun, so we can have a wizard hat.
Best I can do is a gavel chicken. Will you take a gavel chicken, Wizards DAO?
Hey, Wizards?
This is the hyper chicken from.
Ooh, robot toaster.
Oh, I love toasters.
I like this one.
Hey, we almost had robot chicken again. With the two were separated by one noun, but close.
Yeah.
We had a robot. We had a chicken, then a robot. Oh, by the way, Robot Chicken.
This one's clean.
Robot Chicken sent me their wallet address so that we can send them the Nomo that we minted of the Robot Chicken.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, send that over to them. Ooh, another cake. I've got a story. I've got a story about a cake to tell you guys after FOMO and Nomo.
That's too good.
That's a wonderful introduction to.
It's a very good.
Madrovsky is in the audience too.
Yeah.
I believe. There's an
Let me
index card
tell
in the
you a
audience.
story about a cake.
Madrovsky's in the audience. Speaking of whales, look at this.
Yep.
The picnic whale.
Speaking of
whale. That's like when a whale washes up on the shore and you pull up with a blanket. Have yourself a picnic. No.
You guys did not like this ketchup?
Ketchup is great.
I didn't.
No.
I don't care what you say, Tony.
That kind of looked.
Vox Pop.
I love ketchup. Ketchup on everything.
That kind of looked like an existential.
That
was like an existential Seneca, like he was starting to disappear. Like he had gone to the past and accidentally killed his own parents, and he was starting to disappear from the bottom up.
This is kind of nice.
Right.
I really like the chat bubble. I don't know why. It makes me happy.
I do too.
How about the bubble gum then?
I do not like the bubble gum.
Nope.
It's all right.
I do think we do need to get a basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, Prof, don't worry about it. They just skip over.
Business onion.
How about a business onion? Yeah.
I know. No business onion. Like
it's crying.
Let's manifest a basketball.
Oh,
why does
the pencil?
Prof, why does the garlic have a very cute sprout mouth, but the onion doesn't get a sprout mouth? I don't understand. It's not
I
fair.
don't know, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. It's really not.
This is a cobblestone road.
What?
It's kind of cobblestone-ish.
It is.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I like it.
in a
I like it.
bizarre
Now, see, I
world.
wish you'd said it sooner. I kind of like
Oh,
it.
Fabergé Dino?
Yeah.
Dino Seer.
No, that's not Fabergé. That's the Oracle.
Seer.
Dino Seer, I like it.
Yeah.
Dino
crystal
Seer.
ball.
That's amazing.
Crystal
Who
ball.
said that?
Dino Seer.
Not I.
That
Oh,
was me.
this
It is
one is
Cynthia.
sweet.
Oh, this
Cynthia.
one's
Oh,
fun.
froggy.
Yeah.
That one's nice.
That is
but we
hip
just had a
road.
frog.
That is one hip frog.
It's a nice frog. That is a hip frog.
Oh, we gotta get this for Blueberry.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Blueberry, you're buying it now.
Aw,
That's a nice
Why are
blueberry.
we going for
I like this one.
Blueberry, I hope
think
you've
we're
been
Got it.
saving your allowance because you're buying a noun tonight. Well, tomorrow. Oh,
Or not.
Capybara
It
from
can
the
No,
be.
it's
first
Maddie.
one.
okay.
Come on.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
not again. Are we getting botted?
I'm pretty sure Maddie had that exact playground noun as his desktop, as his Discord
No way.
thing for a
Yes,
while,
he did.
with that
Oh,
shirt and
Toshi.
everything. Okay, cut it out, Toshi.
We may
You
have
say that several
to.
times a day.
We might have to. We might have to settle this manually. I don't know if this is
You think we're
working.
getting botted? Well, we'll see. We'll try
What
one
do you
more
think?
time. If I see one more valiant effort that
Yeah.
gets blocked, then I can mercy settle that.
It was probably my
Yeah.
fault. I hit no and then went back out and hit no again.
Ah, Ryan, you had one job. You
We'll
had
blame
one
you.
job.
X copy mustard.
Don't hit no.
Speaking of
Least
one,
I'm
speaking of
That's
one
a nice
job,
one,
make sure
too.
you
All
retweet
right, 1,
the
2,
room.
3, swoosh.
If you haven't retweeted the room, that's your one job. Retweet the room so people know we're here.
That's your one
Ooh,
job.
another trash can.
Oh,
That is
nice
a
one.
lovely trash can, but we're not quite ready for another one.
Yeah.
Not quite ready for that.
That just means we need more uglies.
What number are we
Oh, yes, this Dino.
Mars
Oh my
Space
God.
Dino.
You guys.
No.
Only Ryan voted that one up. That's mean, guys. Why'd you do that to me?
Important for tab.
Yeah,
That's funny.
exactly.
That's so funny.
LMAO.
You guys
No.
go for this.
LMAO, I'm
Ooh.
driving. Ooh, that's like a
Oh, I like
Oh,
this.
that's sweet.
That's
Great.
pretty
clean.
clean with the monotone.
That's a nice
Yeah.
That
Brad.
kind of looks like the noun version of like Steamboat Willie.
It just doesn't sound right. That's a
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
You're right. Now,
Patricio.
why don't you say those things sooner?
Patricio
So we brought it
Barrel.
up? Oh, Patricio.
After
Hi,
hours.
Patricio.
Patricio after
That's
hours.
funny.
I like
Oh,
it.
that's
That
after
Guys,
hours.
this is
funny.
that was
Oh,
literally
This
that
was
was literally
Patricio.
Noggle.
that was literally wine body.
I still need a chopper.
That was Wine Body, yeah.
Well, wine head, but yeah, close enough.
Ooh, that's a nice. That's a nice igloo.
That's a nice ice.
A real nice igloo.
I'm sitting in an igloo right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Jax.
Ooh, MetaMask.
Ethereum Fox.
When's Meta? When?
That's oh right. This is MetaMask. I wrote it down.
Ironically, we did not get consensus for this noun. Ooh, chicken.
Cow chicken.
Isn't there a show
Yes,
about that?
My
yes.
brother.
I liked that show.
Attempting
So
to
did
settle.
I think.
Hopelessly stupid, but I liked it. This one might have been too late. Oh, we got it.
Never
There we
mind.
go.
Okay.
Cow and chicken.
Yeah.
We got cow and
I
chicken.
just
All right,
have to
I'm happy
say,
with that.
Brendan.east, if you don't buy this noun, then you're not serious about Old MacDonald Had a Farm of nouns. So,
Yeah,
really,
I mean,
we need
it's a
to see
cow
bid.
and a chicken.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you
let's
guys
go
don't
play.
FOMO the
All right,
dino.
no more.
All right, so there's a bunch of nouns that we tried to mint, a couple that we really wanted, and now they are no mo. However, you have a chance to rescue them from the land of no mo and bring them to life. Choose your character by going to nomo.wtf. You will see, I think it looks like 30 nouns from the previous blocks that we just went through. Choose your character and click your little heart out. Don't stop clicking.
36, Toady.
36.
I think I'm going with
yes,
Poap body.
math.
Poap Wine Body.
No, we're all
wine
going
body?
for the
Too
dino.
close.
Dino.
Get the blueberry. Come on.
All right.
I kind of like
Go
the
for the
MetaMask or the. I don't know. I really like this
I like
owl.
MetaMask. I'm going MetaMask.
That rat is pretty good.
Can I just
I'm
get
going
a goddamn
Let's see if we can get
dino?
MetaMask to buy a Nomo.
If we get MetaMask, I'll be happy.
Let's save Patricio.
I just want a dino.
So all I want to do is put
I
him
just
on
think we
dino.
can do a better dino. I'm sorry. I'm saving
Oh,
Patricio.
what the heck?
I feel like that dino's not good enough. We need a better dino.
I'm
You can do
giving all
better,
the
Ryan.
nouns at least one vote so they don't feel bad.
Nobody like the bloody male anymore?
That's some
Come on, let's save Patricio.
Oh, I forgot about the microwave.
I do like that square.
Microwave was so clean.
Oh, the microwave was good. And that square was really good too, but no.
If
Patricio,
Al was here, he would be helping that microwave, but alas, he's not.
He would be. He would be. Come on!
Come on, that kicker.
Fuck.
Let's get Patricio.
MetaMask is coming
I can't believe the
in
owl's
strong.
still.
Let's
Really
see where these
didn't think it was
votes go.
Yes, come on, let's get Patricio.
Oh,
I was on the owl, but now I'm switching to MetaMask.
MetaMask seems to be running away with it.
All right, final round.
Oh, looks like Alpha Row 9 is...
Final
Come
round.
on, let's
Are we
get
going to get any
Patricio.
deflectors?
POAP versus
It looks
MetaMask.
like if Al was dressing up as the Rock in that one
Go!
game.
Fight!
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, this is pretty close, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is the closest one we've had in a while. Oh no!
Oh, my fingers!
Oh,
We got it,
no!
Patricio.
Oh, damn it, we didn't get MetaMask.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nice.
Well, that is what it is. We got...
I'm glad we got it. That's what I wanted.
Yep.
I'm going to mint one for Patricio.
Glad somebody got what they wanted.
Somebody get one for one body, too.
Well, that was FOMO and that was NOMO. We minted the next noun of the day that's going to be auctioned now for the next 24 hours. And then we rescued this guy who was over a barrel, and now he's rescued. He's back from the land of NOMO. If you want to have a memoriam of being here with us today, you can mint it for pretty cheap. You can mint them for 0.0069 ETH. Just a cheap little...
I think like memorabilia is the word.
Oh, what did I say? In memoriam. Yeah, it kind of makes it sound like he's dead.
The other ones, we're holding a memoriam for all the other nouns that didn't get.
Well, that's actually on the list of things to add to NOMO for the new year. Actually, is to steal a page from the little nouns block party, where underneath all the ones that don't get picked go into like an in memoriam, and then you can write eulogies for them and stuff. So instead of previous NOMOs, in a later version, we're gonna have all the ones that we didn't save below, and you can have like you can tweet.
You were almost in MetaMask
wallet,
but alas, you're on the chain forever.
Alas. Yeah. So if you buy a NOMO, if you have a NOMO in your wallet, when we have contests here at the Noun Square, you can vote on the contests to help pick the winners. So that's kind of cool. We've got a couple editions in the work from a couple different artists that are going to be available for NOMO holders only. So there's some other reasons aside from just fun to mint NOMOs, and you also help us here at the Noun Square do what we do and become less dependent on funding from the DAO to keep doing what we're doing. So that is the NOMO story. I don't see Danet here, unfortunately, and again, I have to be completely honest. I don't blame her. It's 6:30 in the morning right now where she's at, so it's unfortunate. I hope we get to talk to her another time, but I'm not too worried about it because it is our last full-fledged show of the year, so I'm sure we can find some stuff to talk about. It's been a pretty crazy year. What do you guys look back on from 2022?
The 24-hour space.
Oh my God.
And the closing of Discord are two highlights.
I work in nouns full time. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are spending a lot of time in nouns, which is pretty cool, pretty crazy for a project that barely existed.
It's funny just thinking about this past year. It's been so crazy. Like my life is completely different than it was a year ago, like completely in every possible way. And it's just really weird, but really cool and a lot of fun too. But it's really like, and wow, if I think about it, it kind of is a little overwhelming. For sure.
What's going on with all the props here at the end of the year? I feel like everybody just kind of waited to the very end.
Yeah, what is wrong with
We're
that?
about to have a ball, literally. Let's go. We're making basketball courts. This is the best news I heard in a minute.
Yeah, that's
I know. Amazing. So excited.
Victor is a master. And he's gonna I can't wait to see his courts.
I can't wait either. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I want to take a quick look.
I own Vesselverse number 3, by the way.
Oh, subtle flex.
You're OG.
I wonder.
Just a little flex there.
I do wonder if our friends won from P-Nouns won that noun. We should probably check. Let me see here. I sent a tweet out to them earlier, so I'm assuming that they will have a post somewhere if they did win it. But anyway, I'll check. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Let's see here. Padgy.eth, that's who.
So Ryan, what was the things that stood out for you in 2022?
Running a DAO is a learning experience. I'd never run a DAO before, so it's been a lot of ups and downs and met a lot of cool people. So just trying to stay neutral and trying to bring a positive attitude every day. So it's a lot different than Web 2 and my full-time job. So just trying to learn the best way I can and follow other people.
Hey, they did win it.
Awesome.
They did win it. Congratulations.
Oh, that's cool. Yay.
Congratulations to P-Nouns. They won their first noun.
Did they tweet it?
So
did they tweet it out?
Yeah, I'm going to post here. Just a sec. So
cool.
What he tweeted is that they made their first bid, but the bid that he's showing here is 35.9, which was the winning bid. So this is real alpha because they haven't even tweeted that they actually won it. But if that was indeed their bid, then P-Nouns did win their first community noun. So congratulations. We're adding another sub-DAO.
That's exciting.
You cut me off to it. I was going to give you a compliment. Now you don't get it.
I'm really sorry. I was trying to find that piece of information, and I kind of just got excited. So it might be
the blockchain analyst.
Yeah, well, more like the Twitter tweet analyst. Does that count for anything? And also, I translated the tweets. So yeah,
parsing through the activity.
I mean, that's important.
Oh, I should tell the story about the cake, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Since I teased that earlier.
Well,
yeah. I got a message from a certain index card earlier today, and he sent me a screenshot of having sent a piece of the party bid cake. Okay, so first of all, rewind. If you weren't here last Sunday, I was not here or it was the Sunday before last. Sorry, I was in the hospital. My wife was giving birth. I had a new little one. And my friends here on the Noun Square got together and FOMO'd a birthday cake for my son's literal birthday. So that was pretty cool. It got bought by the People's Degen, who then became the People's Noun. And then I guess he decided he didn't want to stick around. So he sold the cake, and it went through a couple different hands and ended up in Party Bid's hands. And some folks put together a party bid to buy it. If you're not familiar with Party Bid, it's kind of like a fractional solution to be able to buy nouns together or other NFTs. I missed it completely. Didn't realize that it had gone to Party Bid, but then I got a message from the index card today saying that he had sent a little piece of cake to taddyhawk.eth, which is the hilarious ENS that Ben Body set up for my little tadpole. So yeah, very, 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 very touching. That. Thank you, Madrovsky. Very, very kind gesture, and I think it's pretty awesome that my little one already owns a piece of a noun, and it's the noun that was born on the day he was born. So that's pretty cool.
He owns a ton.
Amazing.
Too, if I could get your goddamn address.
You got to get it from Nouns Coffee. Unfortunately, I only dox for coffee.
Right. I'll pay.
Well, now have Taddy. It's taddyhawk.eth. TADD.
That's Is that
what it is?
I take no credit for the dad joke of that ENS. That was all Ben Body. So, but
well, he's been a dad. He's making dad jokes longer, so he was ready.
That's true. And I actually just want to thank those several other people that sent some NFTs to that ENS as well, which I didn't see until I went in there today. So I wanted to thank everybody who did take the time to do that. So very, very cool. And it's nice to see the birthday cake in the hands of the people. So that's pretty neat too. Hopefully we'll see lots more party bids in 2023.
Very cool.
Joshua Fisher, what was your favorite part of 2022?
That's a tough one. It's been a wild year.
It has been.
I think it's been really great to see all the new members come into the DAO and some of the early projects start to really be established. I think this float is really exciting. I think what we're doing with characters and narratives around these characters is really exciting. So
yeah, did you see the video today?
I don't know, like when Blue Xanadu showed up with that proposal, that was like I was like so happy. I had sent him a message like months earlier.
You got a little excited.
Like,
I will say you got a little excited.
I was like, dude, because like I was like, that was like a dream for him to get involved, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh yeah, I want to do like this amazing thing and make it CC0. Like, okay, yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I can't wait for that. That's really exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be a cool project.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing about this past year for me is just how it seems like a lot of the people that come into Nouns are very like culturally similar. I know Nouns has its own culture as well, but I've never worked within a group of people before where almost everybody is kind of like on your level, on your same vibe, and it's so easy to just build and create things. So I've had a lot of fun, building in Nounsel and building TNS with a lot of the people up on the stage here and elsewhere. And yeah, I've never had that experience in over 20 years of business before, of just being able to show up and have fun and build stuff with ease with people. So that's my highlight from 2022 for sure.
I echo that completely. I love, I don't know. I feel like the people that I've met in this past year have elevated every part of my being. Like my brain is more tuned in, on fire. I'm more creative. All those things.
She's transcending
because of the people that I've met here.
You're transcending.
Transcending, yes. It's amazing.
Transcendental
It's really bizarre,
nounishness.
but it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Joshua Fisher, I think something that would be useful is maybe if we can do some clarifications on the current contest, because we tried doing sort of a 5-way contest and realized there's some limitations on how that gets implemented with creator contests. So it's all a learning experience. But I know you did do an awesome thread earlier today clarifying, but maybe we can do a live clarification of what we're looking for here too.
Yeah, sure. I think it's worth maybe talking about, like you said, the platform itself. Each category is tied to a tweet thread. Like each contest is tied to a tweet thread. So like or like retweets.
Right.
So like when the contests are when you're like submitting, it like gets automatically put into this, Twitter with everybody else's submission. So that's why we kind of had separate contests for each different category, because we're trying to do 5 different PFPs.
And there was no way to turn that off, basically. Like you couldn't turn off the automatic tweeting.
What you would have to like combine the thread but separate the contest, because you're judging. The contests are for 5 different categories. It wasn't like all these people are all the categories are in one big mix, so you're trying to like keep the voting separate and the entries separate.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have just one tweet thread. So the easiest thing to really do when you're seeing the contest information is just go to the creator contest site, and like you can see all the contests that are live there, and then just use that as the interface, and that'll automatically associate it to the right Twitter thread that has just that individual 4156, Seneca 999, the Nouny clock, or the like dealer's choice, as you put it, like any noun that you want to do, noun person, nouner, nounder, nouns folk, anything that you think is fun, and then we'll figure that out. So does that help? Does that make it a little easier? Just go to the Calibera site and enter the contest.
Yeah, that works. Or I just pinned the explainer thread above, which I think does a pretty good job of explaining it. And in the future, I know creator contests have been super responsive, Nick and team, about making changes as we need, and it is kind of a learning experience. So hopefully in the future we can just toggle off the feature that makes it automatically make a tweet. Because if you had have just been able to do a thread like this from the get-go with the 5 different contest links, I think it would have just been better. But hey, it's fine. It'll be fun. We've already gotten some awesome entries so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing the other entries that we get. So very cool. Brian Mack has to.
Yeah, I've seen some really good Seneca illustrations. Like the Seneca competition is heating up.
Yeah, I
right
don't
now.
know what's up with the milk box, but everybody likes the milk box for illustrating. So we've gotten quite a few of those, but I'm sure we'll get some other cones and horses and whatnot coming down the line here the next day or so. Ryan Mack has to jump here shortly to be with his family, which we totally support. 2 days here before Christmas. So, Ryan, why don't you give us the POAP a little early so that you can do that, and that way we don't have to worry about it later.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So you can go to poap.xyz or the POAP app. When you get there, you hit the mint button in the bottom right corner, then the secret word tab. And today's secret word is mint all dinos. MINTALLDINOS. Mint all dinos.
And yet,
Tiny Dinos got this sweetheart deal at the Noun Square. We love the Tiny Dinos.
Hell yeah.
That's right, and they get free advertising.
I love it.
Free advertising in the POAP word whenever they want. Just kidding.
Like for real.
Have you guys seen the art for the last?
They're omni-chain. Don't forget.
That's right. Have you seen the art for 550 and 551, Prof. Werder, with the flamingo that went to the Nounders? And check your POAP app. It's pretty.
Yes,
There you go.
amazing. I saw it.
Who's the artist?
Yeah.
Who's doing these ones?
Okay. I think that wasn't it Darius?
No, Darius.
Is it you?
Is that Darius?
Did he do that one? I'm not sure.
No, that's
during
Pumi.
his. Oh, it was Pumi. Okay, it was amazing.
Okay, cool, Pumi. Yeah.
Pumi's flexing.
But also, I will say that Darius's were incredible too, like the Transformer-looking AI ones.
Yeah.
From the 4 days prior.
Amazing.
Very, very cool.
Oh,
if you're not
yeah.
collecting the POAPs here, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because the art is so good from our community.
Like really.
And it's like free art, you know? Why wouldn't you want it?
Can someone please
art in your wallet.
Please spin up like a beautiful like website or some sort of way to view these POAPs. Like no offense to the POAP app, it's just not the best viewing experience.
It's not the best.
You know what I was thinking, Josh?
We just need to be able
we
to
need
put
some.
them
You know the highlight
on Cyber Gallery.
You know the highlight reel competition we had? I was thinking we should do in the new year a contest for people to highlight a bunch of the POAP art in either video.
Let's do like a prop house for like a front end.
That could be cool too. All right, we shall talk. We shall talk. Lots of ways to get.
Or we could just talk to POAP and ask him to create it.
True.
Like POAP, we will give you a barrel. We will give you a barrel Nomo. If you will build.
How many POAPs have we already made? Like,
well, this is our 198th show, I believe. So we've done at least 198 POAPs, and then that doesn't count all the ones that we've done for the 24-hour show, for the Halloween show. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're up like above 250 POAPs on TNS, and that doesn't include doesn't include soapboxes either. So, and the cool thing about it is every single one of them has individual art by a Nounish builder. So that's pretty dope in my books.
I agree.
What are you guys up to for the holidays? You guys visiting family? Without doxing yourself.
Family tomorrow and a mellow day on actual Christmas. And then family again on Boxing Day.
Symbio, I got out of Dodge. I heard Ontario was getting hit pretty hard, so I left a couple days early to go out to the east coast of Canada to visit family. But I heard you guys are getting hit right now pretty bad.
Yeah, the highways are all closed down, and Ottawa was without power today. It's really brutal here in Kingston right now with heavy winds and big dumping. The plows have been by 5 times already.
That's
today.
nuts. Well, I would be lying if I said I wasn't glad I got out early, because it sounds like we would have got trapped. So, not that being trapped in Ottawa is the worst thing, but when you want to see family, it would have been. So, Mr. Fisher,
what's your favorite scene with like a snow truck in it? Like there's like The Simpsons, there's a couple movies. Like what any scenes? Anyone have any funny scenes that stick out in their mind with
such a random question. What's a snow truck? Like a plow?
Such a
like a plow truck.
Plow?
Yeah, he just said like the plow truck.
Oh, I don't really remember.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember The Simpsons.
I'm trying to spar some animation ideas or something. I don't know.
I don't remember. And when I think of like snow truck, I keep thinking of Zambonis for some reason, which I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, Zamboni
Always wanted to
or
try the
I'm gonna go.
plows?
Zamboni.
What do you mean?
My mind immediately went to Fargo and the wood chipper, so I'm no help.
Oh, okay.
What's
Damn, that's what we're doing at Nomo, just throwing nouns in the wood chipper?
I just hate snow. I absolutely hate snow. That's why I live in Florida.
we should do that. The
Couldn't take
morning.
it anymore.
I also hate snow.
Well, there's no snow where I am, so you could still come here. It's actually raining, so no white.
And is it like 20 degrees or something?
I don't know Fahrenheit, so but it's like just
Oh,
barely
okay.
above 0 centigrade Celsius. So no.
Would it make it more painful on Nomo if, like, when they didn't get selected, they fell into a funnel and out a wood chipper?
I think that's a good idea. I was just about to say there's a morning show in Ottawa that they do that.
It would be like more sad. It's already sad. It would be more sad.
They do on the morning show in my city. They do like a prize if you win the trivia and call in, and if you don't win it, then they put it into a wood chipper while you're live on the air. So it'd be kind of an interesting thing to mirror.
It'd be fun if they like went into like bubbles too. Like you could have it doesn't have to always be a wood chipper. It could be different things.
We can have all the nomos that don't win go like, help me, help me.
You know that cartoon?
Oh damn, we're going too far.
You know that cartoon? That cartoon,
So
The
now
Million
it's
Ways to
too
Die
dark.
or whatever. There's like a cartoon.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We could just have like the different ways that they die in that cartoon, but the nomos instead.
Dumb ways to die.
So many.
Some really dumb ways to die.
Yeah, that's right. That one. Yeah.
We'll line them up and melt them like crayons and make a nice mural.
Oh no.
But only mustards and ketchups.
Guys are so
right?
hilarious.
Oh God, no. That no, see, but now this is the kind of mindset that Nouns gets you into. Now I'm just wondering who's going to be the first to make like Nouns candles. Like
Probably gonna be Honk was making soap.
Honk was making soap, yeah, but wouldn't it would be hilarious to have like a Nouns candle where you it just melts the
Ask Mark Horowitz to do it. He'll do it. He'll make a candle and then make it melt. He'll probably do it like a flamethrower or something.
Joshua, I feel like that's your department, asking creatives who are engaged within the Nouns ecosystem to do cool things, like just giving.
Hey, we had this weird idea. Do you want to do it?
Hey, Prof, just so you know,
can't
it's
get-
going to be freezing in Florida on Christmas Eve.
I know it's already
define
cold. I was
define
outside earlier
freezing
and I was
for the
like, wow, it was
for
like
the Canadians.
yeah, it's like 60s, and that's Fahrenheit. So I don't know what the hell that
Okay,
is.
let me ask you a
I'm gonna
question.
need a translator.
Let me ask you a question. At what temperature Fahrenheit does water freeze?
32.
So not freezing. Gotcha.
Yeah, 32.
So not freezing. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely
okay.
not freezing. Not even close.
Gotcha.
No, definitely not real.
So
freezing.
twice
No,
freezing.
there's no freezing.
It's
It's
showing me
twice
that it's
freezing.
going to
But it'll
feel
be
like
chilly.
20 degrees, Prof. That's what it's showing.
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be really cold for us. Let's
I feel so bad. You guys probably won't even be able to go swimming.
Yeah, I mean, I
the
usually go swimming on Christmas, so it's kind of a big deal.
So do I.
Google says
See?
it's
Yeah, I usually go to the
15.55555
But who's counting?
Celsius.
Akfa, what's Christmas like in Brazil? Are you in Brazil or somewhere else? I know you're traveling around sometimes.
Yes, I'm here. It's hot AF, man. Fucking hot. Like 35 degrees Celsius. It's not like snowy and, fancy, beautiful European Christmas. It's just fucking hot. We go to the beach because it's too hot in the cities. It's very different.
That's interesting. Kind of reminds me of like how Australians celebrate as well, but we don't have Ben here to tell us about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. Hey, we got
Somehow
I just
similar.
looked at the weather report, Ryan. It's gonna get down to 53. That's crazy.
I'm in Philadelphia, so
I hate
I'm
you.
in Philadelphia, so it's 13 degrees.
By the way, have you seen the size
insane.
of Gammy ankle?
yeah.
Looks like a boot.
Oh no.
Here, I'm changing.
Oh my
I'm
god.
changing the
It
title.
does look pretty rough.
I'm changing the title of the space here.
I just checked. It's currently 13F in North
Just
Carolina.
let Danny get the looks.
No, I
I'm so sad.
just changed it so that people. I don't want people to come into the space without knowing what they're getting into. So I changed it to talking about Florida weather on 9 o'clock live at the Noun
That's
Square.
hilarious.
This is what.
No, like this is the
That
thing
sounds
is
about
I'm
right.
also used to that kind of weather because like I'm from Hawaii. I'm not used to it being this cold. Even though I haven't lived back home for a decade, I'm still not used to it.
Yeah, we do this crazy thing in Canada during Christmas. Is we stay inside. I know, crazy, eh?
That's crazy. Actually, it is
My
48
mind.
degrees right now. It's 8 Celsius. Like that's insane for where I am. Really insane. I just realized it. It's really cold.
Hey, Lottie Di, how are you?
I'm inside.
I'm good. I just woke up from a
Nice to
nap,
see
so
you
I'm
again. Oh,
feeling
just before we
refreshed.
get into it, though, are you in Florida? Do you have any intel on the weather currently in Florida?
No, I'm in New York, so when you
Sorry.
guys were like, "It's 50 something degrees, it's cold," I was like, "Oh, I wish I could relate to
Can we
this."
can
I
we keep her on the
cannot.
stage, guys, or is it okay? Because she has no information
Yeah, it's fine.
about the topic at hand.
Both Akfa and I are like, we can't go to the beach.
Lottie Di, I want to hear about Campfire because you didn't get a chance to talk about it much yesterday, but I was reading a little bit about it. I think you guys are thinking about maybe doing a prop house, so that's kind of excited. You want to tell us what's going on there, or is it all sort of alpha that you can't share yet?
No, I can totally
All right.
share because Campfire is live and in action. But essentially, Campfire is a guild of music innovators, so that includes artists, music advocates, managers, all types of folks that operate in the music industry in both Web 2, but in Web 3, it's really leveraging Web 3 technology to transform the music industry and make it a better place. And we have all types of different activations and operations that happen to be able to do that. So, whether that's virtual workshops or IRL events, including studio sessions and just general get togethers and things of that nature. It's been really awesome being a part of it and being, a force in Web3 music. So, for instance, most recently we were at Art Basel together, which was a really awesome IRL activation in Miami, and it was hot then. So I feel bad that it's cold now because it was really nice back then to the point where I was like, oh my God, I want to move down here. It's so nice in Florida. And it was just
It's
really
the only
cool.
reason to come here, really. It's the weather.
Right.
The
No, it was
weather is the reason.
amazing. And I'm an East Coast girl. So I was just like, this might have to be the move. I'm not gonna lie. Like, 4 months out of the year, just live in Miami.
Well, I do appreciate you keeping it on topic today, so thank you for bringing it around to the weather in Florida.
Right, yeah. Had to
Other guests, please keep that in mind. We like to keep it very tight here at the Noun Square. So if you do come up,
Yeah, it's Florida weather. You're allowed to talk a little bit about Web3 and stuff.
That's right.
Broadly, but mostly just weather
That's
related.
right. Just make sure you bring it like between the shills back to the
Absolutely.
meteorological truth of Florida.
No worries at all.
No, that's cool. So
Yeah,
how
and
would you
so
guys use Prop House? I heard you chatting about that a little bit, so that's interesting. Do you guys have a treasury, or are you building a treasury?
Yeah, so we do have a treasury currently. And the cool thing about what happens like with nouns is that every day a new NFT is created. And I think that's absolutely fabulous and fascinating. And in some ways, there are parallels with how that works with music because we're always creating. And we've actually been talking a lot at Campfire about having some sort of visual representation of what we do because, it's one thing to do snippets and do a song, but to have, a PFP of sorts or some kind of visual thing, that's fire. So it's like,
No pun intended.
if you're making, no pun intended. And it's like, if you're making like a noun a day, it's like you could make it with, headphones or with a microphone, or you can make it look like, a famous artist every day. So there's all different types of ways to be able to put a spin on it in the music sense, but
Have
keep
you
it.
checked out Noun Sounds?
No, clearly I should.
NounsDAO.wtf. Woody has got this project that just recently launched the playground where you pick different traits of the noun and it has like different layers to the music. So like a different lead, different bass, different percussion, and they're all in the same key and they're all in the same time signature. So it just layers on top of each other. So depending on what noun you make, it creates a different like looping. It's not very long. It's like 4 bars, but still a different loop every
That
time.
is next
I just
level.
pinned it up
It's
there.
like Nouns.
It's
like
it's
Nouns
awesome.
Playground.
It is so much fun to play with, and then you can also each of the parts is individually downloadable as well as you can download an MP3 of whatever you make. So like I've been using them and feeding them into my modular to like mess with some stuff. They're a lot of fun.
It's like Nouns Playground,
this is
but
incredible.
with the advantage that you can also tell your friends that you're kind of a musician too.
Yeah, but no, I definitely gotta reach out and talk with them because there's a lot of overlap between this and what we had planned. So maybe we can do like collabs.
Yeah, you gotta chat with Woody for sure. Woody's our guy here, and he's awesome, and he's a Grammy-nominated musician in his own right. So he's a guy you want to talk to for sure, and he's very noun.
Yeah, no, I've got to. That's awesome. Wow.
Cool. By the way, I like the name Campfire too. It does kind of evoke that like musicians sitting around a campfire with a guitar. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but
exactly.
Pretty cool. I like it.
That's exactly it. I'm so glad that it did that. Yay.
Awesome. All right. Who else wants to share something about the weather in the Panhandle?
Oh, it's really cold up there.
I was just looking for synonyms for Florida on the fly, but I don't know about the exact geographic area of Florida. Who wants to talk to us about the Fahrenheit measurement of the Florida-Georgia line? Anybody? I'm just saying Florida words now.
Or the band, whatever. Either is fine.
I heard someone once told me that Florida is the only state where the further south, no, wait, what is it? The further north you go, the further south you are. Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
That's also New York, honestly.
Northern Florida is really a part of the South of it's basically Alabama, Georgia, that kind of area, Mississippi. And then you have when you start to head more south is where you have a lot of Northerners who move to Florida. So it definitely has a different vibe. For sure.
Cool.
And that's enough about Florida.
Is it though? Because I'll have to change the name of the space if we change the topic. So
the name of the space again.
Let's go back to asking people what their favorite thing about Nouns 2022 was, because I thought that was a fun topic. Zargs, I'd love to hear from you. What's been your highlight, if you're available?
I am. It was definitely the 24-hour spaces. That was just so. It was just fun, and it made me feel 20.
I feel like the 24-hour spaces is like, how they say women after they give birth they have like hormones that make them forget all of the bad parts. I feel like that's kind of what happened with the 24-hour spaces. We had like this hormonal release that was like, oh yes, that was so much fun, and we forget how we were going.
Okay, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun, but we did go.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was painful for like 3 days afterward.
3 days,
but during
I just recovered. Like I just started sleeping on the right rhythm again.
So
glad we had to be on a normal circadian rhythm a long time ago. My internal clock follows Noun o'clock now.
Excellent. The guinea pigs are working. just wait until Joshua launches his new project. It's 9 o'clock somewhere where he's going to stay at 9 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, everywhere he goes while he travels, circumnavigates the globe.
I actually think that is such a fabulous idea, and I want to do it. I think it'd be so fun.
But here's the thing: NounsDAO is going to have to really cough up the money because you're going to need to be in like a plane half the time. Like, You're just gonna be floating over the ocean.
Yeah, so you could borrow maybe one of 5 Ocean sailboats for most of it. You just jump in New York and then just sort of float. If you could try, if it's possible, if you could try to float.
Can I get like a Carnival cruise boat?
No, it has to be a sailboat.
With like a
has to be a
basketball
sailboat.
court and stuff.
And if you could float at the
I
exact
have
cadence of the Nouns auction,
Victor designed
that
it.
would be great. And you just need a satellite phone, and yeah, you just join us from the boat every day at 9:00.
Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3.
Actually, Nouns cruise ship sounds really good.
That does sound pretty
Let's do
good.
that.
Like a Disney cruise, but Nouns.
It sounds really good. But no.
It would be worth it.
If you said
Listen, as somebody who has worked on a Disney cruise line, it does not sound fun.
What's the big number at the end of the Nouns cruise like play?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Another opening of another show.
The Discord
Robot Fish Girl has like 30 answers right now. Toadie's like, I don't know. Robot Fish Girl's like, oh, I have 30 different things.
I'm like, oh, trust me, I have so much PTSD around this. I can keep going for 8.
What's the worst thing that ever happened to you on a Disney cruise?
Oh, I did Aladdin one year or one summer, and okay, when people are on cruises, they don't act like humans.
They're like suspended reality machines for the people on the cruise.
Kind of. And so,
pretty much.
Like, this is the thing, is people go on cruises and they think that their alcohol tolerance is higher. It isn't. But did you just change the space type? No, people think that their alcohol tolerance raises when they go on these cruises. It doesn't. There have been several times where people got sick mid-show and just all over the stage.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it wasn't. Especially when
were
you're barefoot and you have to perform in it.
Did you like were the performers top-notch singers and dancers?
When they
I was one of them, so I certainly hope so.
Were vomiting, were they pretty good?
There you go.
I mean, it got me my equity card. It's something. No. The audience was vomiting on stage.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I thought it was the workers.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't.
The workers are all top tier professionals, dude.
We got used to it by then. It was not fun.
So for a while, I worked in our School of Resort and Hospitality Management, and we had a cruise class. And I didn't teach it, but I was friends with the professor who did. So I got to go as like the second faculty member on the cruise with all the students. I went for like 5 years in a row, and so we had like 20 to 30 students. And I can confirm, Robot Fish Girl, yes, a lot of them did not understand that their tolerance was not unlimited on a cruise. So that was basically my job, was just to make sure they didn't end up, dead or in jail, pretty much. So it was a very interesting experience every time, and it was a lot of fun.
I did Disney Cruise Line for 3 summers as like my summer job when I was in school. And I mean, I don't regret it. It certainly gave me an appreciation for
like a really cool summer
not
job.
performing anymore.
Which characters did you play, RFG? Dox yourself.
Well, this was pre-transition. So I was Aladdin once, and then I did Princes 2 other years.
Cool.
In like Cinderella and Snow White.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's so cool.
And then I also did I did some character work that I still can't talk about, dressing up in the costumes. And then I did, there were some cabaret shows where there weren't like characters. We just like performed, like show tunes, that kind of thing. I was the like resident tap teacher for that.
Sorry, you were the resident.
So like teaching little kids how to do like a time step and stuff like that on stage.
I thought you said you were the resident cackler. Sorry. That's it.
That's it.
No, that's my job here.
Right.
Yeah.
You did a whole new world.
Could you imagine if she hadn't? and they were just like they just cut that out of the line.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Yeah, I did all that.
Hey. That's tight. Wow, that's cool. That's really fun. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, my friend Jonah actually went on to do the national tour of the Aladdin stage show, so that was fun.
That's crazy. It's a lot of work.
Well, yeah. Working for the mouse is an interesting experience because I've done it on every level. Like I've done Imagineering work, I've been on stage, I've done choreography, I've run auditions for Disney Tokyo. Like I've done like every part at different times. And the only consistent thing is that every single time when it hits crunch time, it is a living hell. But it's worth it for the final product that you get is better than anything I've ever produced anywhere else. So
yeah, they demand excellence. That's good. But
yeah, and it prepares you for stuff like Nouns, where it's like you have to be able to just kind of do the thing
and dress up in costumes a lot.
And dress up in costumes. Exactly.
Sorry, do we expect excellence? All right, wait a minute. Nobody told me.
Yeah, about that, Prof. Werder.
I have to adjust a few
See
things.
me after class, Prof. Werder.
We should, though.
Absolutely.
I'm just kidding. Of course,
excellence comes naturally to Nouns.
I think one of the other great highlights of the year is all the international communities and the languages that are being supported within the ecosystem here.
Absolutely. And there's like it seems like there's a new language group every single week.
I'm gonna start Esperanto Nouns just to mess with people.
It's interesting you said that, Robot Fish Girl, because I was listening to a Bankless podcast when I was driving here, and they had Vitalik on, and he was talking about an article. I don't know if anyone else heard this talk. It was pretty good, but he was talking about an article that he wrote a while back where he was comparing Esperanto to Ethereum and the internet, and it was like kind of the question was like, where will Ethereum end up being? Is it going to be like Esperanto, where it just sort of stays niche and has like this niche group of appreciators, but never really goes mainstream? Or will it go like 100% mainstream to the point where like nobody can operate without it, like the internet, or somewhere in between? It was really interesting. I mean, I could listen to Vitalik talk all day long. He's so big brained, but I thought it was an interesting piece. And that's on Bankless. It's their most recent podcast episode. If you want to listen in, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's really cool. I'll have to go listen to that. He just posted something on Farcaster that was about network state, which was interesting. I haven't read the whole thing because it was a link to something he had written on his blog. But he and Balaj were going back and forth about it, and it was really interesting. So if you're on Farcaster, just look for Vitalik, and it was a pretty interesting.
And if you're not on Farcaster,
what server are you guys in on Farcaster?
I didn't even know there were servers. So you're more advanced on Farcaster than us.
I've been trying to figure it out.
I didn't even know there were servers actually. So that's interesting.
Yeah, neither did I.
I still don't know how to use it on anything but mobile.
Yeah, same. Oh, I don't think you can.
Yeah, that's the only thing I use it on.
I have like a DM that I can't access yet.
You have it.
I really like that parallel to Esperanto though, because it does make some sense where it's like, because Esperanto es very utile lingvo por lerni aliajn lingvoj, sed ne supertulia per si mem. It's a useful language if you're trying to learn other languages, but by itself, it's not useful. Nobody speaks it, really. I mean, I do, obviously, but most people don't speak it. But it's really useful to like translate through other languages. And I feel like that has an interesting parallel with ETH, where it's like the utility of Ethereum comes from all the things that are built on top of it.
Yeah, for sure. And also, right? I think it was just about the existential risk of something that is better, sometimes still not taking off. That's what I took from it, you know, where he said like Esperanto was very, you know, it was very optimistic. It was kind of like let's make a language that's better than English and blah, blah, blah. And then he kind of goes into how, like, sometimes things that are completely outside your control, like in this case, the Second World War, just allowed English to become basically unperturbable when it comes to like the main worldwide language. And so English it is. And in other words,
I don't know if that's like settled for all time, but for the time being.
Well, it's not settled
the
for all
word
time.
Esperanto
It'll be very hard to usurp for sure. Like I know there's more people that speak Mandarin Chinese, for example, and so that for sure will make a difference. But in terms of like broadly spoken languages, it'll be very difficult for English to be usurped just because it's used so far.
Are you guys trying to hit the Esperanto vibes on the Noun Square? Are we gonna do Esperanto?
Well, I
section?
did change the title of the space again to RFG live gibberish examples. So that.
And before that, it was live concert, which was hilarious.
Yeah, we're having lots of titles.
This is what we call experimentation.
We're A B C D E F G testing right now with our space today.
Well, our space name changes every
one space name.
So the
one
funny
space
thing
name
is,
every 15 seconds.
When it said Florida, that's so funny. When it said Florida weather, I did see a friend from Florida pop in here, and they did leave soon after, which I thought was kind of funny.
I mean,
I'm like, oh,
can you blame them?
She was like, "This is bullshit. Lottie Da took way too long to get back to Florida weather. I'm out."
We're not talking about Florida weather at all. What's going on? What is this? And what language are they speaking?
I will say with Esperanto, it has been easier because you can learn it fluently in like 3 months because it's made to be easy to learn. I have found it useful when like doing like international community management.
It's most useful when you're speaking to someone else who speaks Esperanto. That's what I've heard.
Yes, but it's useful for people who don't speak any English because they can learn Esperanto faster than they can learn English.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like
because English is a complicated language.
So it's like a language adapter. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. It's useless on its own, but it's useful as like a middle ground because anybody can learn it really quickly. That's basically its only
start
purpose.
A business where you like do Esperanto transcript or like what do you call it? Like interpretation. Sorry, where you take two people from different languages and go between.
I could. I used Esperanto to learn Italian and German. So,
is anybody doing Esperanto pop songs? I want to know.
I don't know if I don't know if there's an overlap in that particular Venn diagram.
God, I hope not.
I mean, maybe we can talk to Woody and see.
I'm just saying it's probably a pretty big niche market being totally underserved.
There's like 300 of us that speak this freaking language.
There's literally dozens of us.
There's 100,000. There's like 100,000 around the world in Europe and East Asia and South America.
I have this weird feeling that Esperanto is suddenly going to become like the official nouns language, and we're all going to be learning it. And this is going to be next year. This will be what.
Please don't do this to me.
I feel like a lot of those.
Oh, and it's all in Esperanto.
I feel like a lot of those
props
people
are only in Esperanto.
I feel like a lot of those people who say they speak Esperanto, the 100,000 people, they probably know like 3 words, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I totally speak Esperanto."
They just marked yes on the.
Yeah, I'm not saying RFG is that because she's just built different, but I mean most of the other people, yes.
I feel it.
Yeah. Why doesn't Twitter automatically translate that for us? Elon, do something.
I said I barely speak it.
Yes. The first thing you learn in any language. I don't speak this language.
Yeah, that is
poquito español.
No, the first thing you learn in this case would be "Qué le dirás?" How do you say? Point at something.
Unless you're being formally educated, and then for some reason it's "where is the train station?" Always. I don't know why that is the first thing they have to teach you in any language.
Yeah.
At some point in time, there was a lot of people lost at a lot of train stations, and they were like, "We have to do something about this." And
listen, all you need to know in any given language, How do you say, where's the bathroom? Can I have food? That's it.
Not necessarily in that order.
Not necessarily in that order, but as long as you have those 3 sentences,
in fact, usually
you can figure out the rest.
In the opposite order.
I think water is in there too.
Yes.
Water's in there too, yeah.
Because it's a need for life. I was doing air quotes. Joshua Fisher, what would you like to say?
But on
which is great for audio. Air quotes are great on audio.
That's right.
On a serious tip, do we think that like the technology to do auto translation in real time, how far are we out from like you just like hold up your iPhone, I hold up my iPhone, we have our AirPods in, we're just talking, it's like kind of natural, it's all good.
We have that now. It's not like fantastic, but it's pretty damn reliable.
And it's not super easy. Like when do you think it's like just like everyone's just like, yeah, obviously I'm using that.
The basically the only like barrier that we have at this point is access to processing power. We have the ability to get computers to recognize natural language input and translate live. The only thing we're missing is I keep seeing the title change. The only thing we're missing is like well, like for example, our phones can do it, but our phones don't have all of these languages downloaded all the time because that would use up all the space. You'd need a dedicated device for it, and they exist, but they're expensive because it requires basically all of the processing power you have on a high-end phone.
I can't just hit up like AWS or something and they'll just do it for me?
I mean, probably could, but it'd still be pricey just because to get that kind of like to get that type of speed to make it natural speed.
Unfortunately, AWS
we're some time away from the physical tech.
Only has the Esperanto language available at the moment, so
they do auto translating everything into Esperanto, which is really
I'm reminded of that Futurama
that's actually
bit.
probably the only way that Esperanto would take off as a global language is if AWS supported it.
If Jeff Bezos wants it, Jeff Bezos gets Esperanto.
I'm reminded of that Futurama bit where they're like, it translates anything into anything else. Only now it can only translate it into this incomprehensible dead language. Bonjour, crazy gibberish.
That's right. That's how we felt when you were talking about 15 minutes ago.
If it helps, I get that a lot.
When speaking Esperanto, yeah, I can imagine. How do you even go about learning Esperanto anyway? Is there like a school? Is there a Duolingo for that? Hello?
Yeah, there's a Duolingo.
Is there really?
But you can also, honestly, Google Translate on Esperanto in particular is actually really good.
You can only get the Duolingo pass with Bitcoin though.
That would be cool. Or with a noun. You have to trade your noun. No?
Burn a noun to get access to the Duolingo Esperanto.
Brennan's the only one.
How to kill a language quick.
It's token gated by POW nouns only.
Whatever happened to POW nouns anyway? I know we rescued the treasury from there.
I don't know. They're floating around somewhere.
Floating around in the POW landscape. They're prisoners of war now. They're POW prisoners of war.
Yeah, POW means something different now. There's still more work being done.
That's right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, anyone else have any other titles for the show that they'd like me to put up? Or is...
How have we been here for over an hour?
Yeah, GN.
GN. I can't believe this is our last full show of the year. But don't worry, we're gonna have
GGs.
We're gonna have some light shows though, where we just show up and play some FOMO Noma and then get back to our families starting tomorrow. Not really any soapboxes next week, with the exception of a couple. So I know Prof wants to do a prop, not a prop box. Sorry, didn't mean to give you PTSD, Prof. A builder box. A Bilderbox soapbox because we've got the
Yeah, we're doing Builder Rocks on Friday.
but I don't know if there's any others that are doing next week, so it'll be a pretty quiet week.
I think Tiny Dinos said they were still doing theirs, and Food Nouns is doing theirs on, I think it's the 31st.
We're just gonna leave an open studio with a microphone sitting here, and you guys come as you are.
I don't think SharkDAO is doing it, but we do have an open prop house.
Wait, what? So. Really?
Okay. Yeah, it's
I
open
work for
right
Prop
now.
House. Nobody told me that.
Get in there and submit something.
Okay, so this is pretty exciting because since I started doing spaces for Prop House in February, there has been lore about a SharkDAO house, and I know you guys have been working through a lot of issues with getting an NFT that would make sense and that would treat your ERC holders properly. So tell us the story. How did that happen? How did you guys get there?
We just did the easy route and just minted the NFT. That was just like anyone who had it gets one.
Oh, why did that take you 9 months to decide to do that? I'm just kidding.
Well, I can't speak for the DAO and all of the decisions that get made inside of the organization.
I'm just excited, though.
It is decentralized.
So when did this go live? This must have went
live. You can't speak for the DAO. Aren't you literally the spokes? Never mind.
I don't speak for the...
I'm the representative for on-chain voting.
He only speaks for the DAO on-chain, he will respond to you with a snapshot vote later.
Yes. I will snapshot the DAO and tell you the reason.
So Robot Fiscal, you're just going to get like a random snapshot vote that you don't understand what it is, but it's Joshua's way of...
I'm just going to get an Etherscan link. Like...
Robot Fiscal is like, what? How is this snapshot in Esperanto? I don't understand.
I've been interested in getting more involved in SharkDAO, though, but I want to hear more about how to get involved in SharkDAO because I've been buying those old SharkDAO tokens for a while just for fun, and I'd like to get more properly involved with SharkDAO. Is there like an opportunity to get more involved with SharkDAO?
Dude, if you got SharkDAO tokens, the opportunity.
Well, no. I got the game tokens.
What game tokens?
Like the head game tokens. They're just like for fun, floating around out there.
I'm pretty sure that's a different
the ones that exploded and reformed.
I don't know. I forget. I mean, there's like 28,000 of them or some shit.
You might be talking about a different SharkDAO. We only had the juice box.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about the one that Shampoo did, or what's his name? Shamdu.
Yeah, Shamdu.
That's not SharkDAO, bro. That's different altogether.
Well, no, but they were some sort of issuance from SharkDAO at some point in time.
Oh,
and they're just funny. And sometimes they go for like a few pennies. I'm like, why not?
Well, if you want to get in, there's shark tokens out there too. Like there's millions of shark tokens, and
they're hella cheap.
I also have the honoraries. The 3D animation honoraries are awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
My God, I bought them right the day they dropped.
Dude, you're SharkDAO OG. What's up? What do you want to do?
I love that stuff. I don't know. I just want to get involved. I just got involved with Japan too. Man, tonight was so
throw
amazing.
Something on chain. Let's vote on it. I'll vote yes.
I was in the space with the Japanese tonight, and they were so excited. They were going for the chips. They wanted the chips.
They got them, right?
Do it. I know. We all cheered. We said like make them pay for it then at least. If they're gonna bid it up, then we'll bid it up too. And they have like they have 100 ETH sitting in their treasury just from the sale.
Yeah,
like what?
Awesome.
A week ago. I got 3 of them.
I gotta say, Japan is like basically in like 2021 NFT phase right now. From what we remember, with like the amount of energy going into NFTs and 10K PFPs, it's pretty awesome to see. But it's like right now that's happening. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
The Discord was insane. People were just like posting like fight, put back and fight. And they're like, this is a real DAO. Like everyone in the Discord gets the votes. Then like the Discord votes. Like the people who are here voicing their opinion right now vote on our multisig wallet. They have 11 signers, and it's like they had some trouble like getting 11 signers to execute. I was gonna say 11
signers
properly.
11 signers on a multisig
sounds like a very tough.
Yeah,
sounds like a nightmare I had once.
Nightmare.
They're a little bit like confused about how to do it, but their intentions seem good.
But they did it.
Well, they want to get 2 more. They're going to keep doing it.
Let's go.
They want to get 3. They want to get 3, and they want to put proposals
Get
up.
30 of them. What's the difference?
Well, no, they're going to use the 100 ETH that they raised from the initial sale. The initial sale was 100 ETH. So they're going to use the 100 ETH to buy 3 and then start putting proposals up to start proliferating nouns in Japan.
Yes, we love it.
Well, we need to figure out what heads they want so we can mint them in FOMO for them.
They want the next one. They want the next
now
one. They're going for the next one.
But what head would they like?
They're just going 1, 2, 3 nonstop. 1, 2, 3. You can't stop
it. They're not stopping. No, they're not stopping.
Yo, is this going to be the thing that like wakes up some of the sleeping giants? They're going to be like, 3 in a row.
I hope so. I hope so.
Between P nouns and little nouns, they're saving nouns right now. just sitting with the nouns floor price on their back.
Hey, there you
Little
go.
Nouns is a powerhouse too, man. I was surprised to see what a powerhouse Little Nouns is, man. That's impressive.
12 nouns ain't nothing to sneeze at.
They're going for 30. They don't care.
Going for 30? Wow.
They're just going to keep going every 15 minutes.
Wait, they're going to buy a new noun every 15 minutes? I think you might have gotten some incorrect information, sir.
Might have got
Are little nouns not for sale every 15 minutes?
No, they are, but you made
are.
It sound like they're buying.
Yeah, so they sell a little noun every 15, and then every time they can, they're buying nouns. This is amazing.
Somehow they're turning 0.15 Ethereum into 30 Ethereum. It's magic.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
That's right. Did you ever do a Star Wars cruise, FG?
Mercifully, no. I still can enjoy Star Wars.
How many shows a day destroys Aladdin for you then? Were you doing like 3 a day?
That was... I did two or 3 per day when I was doing Aladdin, but they weren't all Aladdin. Like there were 2 Aladdin shows, and then there was like a breakfast show that was just like a cabaret type thing, and then there were I was singing all day, and I don't know how my vocal folds survived.
Was there a monkey? Asking the important questions here.
What? There was a stuffed animal.
I'm disappointed. If I paid that much money for a Disney cruise, I expect a real monkey. I'm sorry.
The new title is cracking me up. 11 signers on a multisig. Shalamon.
Yeah,
it's a scary movie.
I can't confirm or deny that. I mean, that was my impression, but I mean, perhaps there was 11 total, and they needed a consent. I don't quote me.
By the way, in this movie, it's an 11 of 11 multisig, so you have to make sure no one ever dies. As soon as the first person dies in the movie, it's over. I don't know. It's a working script. Let's go with it.
So going back to Lil Nouns, just really quick, I was just checking on this. They did put a vote up for extending the Nouns Acquisition Committee, and it looks like it's going to pass.
Another one? Because I know Will Price put one up, and
another one
against it.
For 75 ETH right now. It's up. Yeah, and it looks like it's 764 and only 102 against. So it's looking pretty good.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah.
Little nouns. They want the big nouns. Can't blame them. No, I think it's good. And they've been smart lately about trying to leverage their big nouns to help their little builders. So I like that. I'm behind that.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I think we've covered all the topics that we had on our agenda for today.
And a whole bunch that we didn't.
Oh no, these were all planned. I had them all down. I had an agenda on Notion. You guys can check that out.
Everything according to K.
That's right. Yeah, we got a little bit off track there for a minute with Lottie Die earlier, but she did bring it back on track. So we were able to get to the entire
I also
agenda.
have to say, like, Professor Warder, you have the flamingos in sight. I will not challenge your bid against that beautiful flamingo that is on auction right now. I've got my sights on the other one, and we can just stay in our lanes, right?
Okay.
Everybody stay
good.
in your lane. So we will be back here tomorrow around a similar time. I guess around 11. I'm gonna say we played FOMO for a bit, so it's probably gonna be close to 11:30. No, 10:30 p.m. EST. I'm getting messed up because now I'm not in EST anymore. So everybody who's been making fun of me for being at EST Maxi all this time, now I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. I am 1 hour ahead of EST now. So I think it was 10 today. Is that correct? EST.
It was 10:10.
Now I know how Ben feels, except he's like way far away from EST. But anyways, yes. So 10:30 ish EST tomorrow likely. We'll check. We'll let you know. Another light episode. First of like 8 straight
Looks like
lights.
The auction is scheduled to end at 10:24.
10:24. I was close.
So 10:10 sounds
10:20.
about right.
10:20.
Or
We usually start right
10:15, something
before.
like that.
Right before. No
Yeah.
pesky guests. Just some FOMO, some NOMO. We will have an agenda that we work our way through, of course, because we take ourselves seriously here. We want to make sure we don't miss anything important. But no formal guests for the next 8-ish days.
So we'll pick a different location's weather to discuss.
Yeah, I think tomorrow we can do Rio de Janeiro. Maybe
get your
if
request in.
Akva can come back, we can do Rio weather tomorrow.
That sounds like a good plan.
I
like
take
it.
Akva's silence for acquiescence.
Akva's asleep.
So we'll be talking about his weather tomorrow, whether he likes it or not. See what I did there? What?
Yes, sir.
What song should we play here? Should we just do like Old MacDonald has a?
It's a chicken and cow. I mean, yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
The chicken is nice
Yeah,
with those red noggles. That chicken is really nice.
The picker.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the picker. Did you do the picker?
All right, let's do a retweet picker. We did the POAP already, so we just need to do a retweet picker. We've got 36 retweets. Not bad. Not bad for a day where our guest didn't even show up. Oops. No one even knew that, though, did they? If we hadn't told them, they probably wouldn't have known.
We're doing a light show early.
All right, doing the Twitter picker as we speak. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll have a winner for you in a minute.
So what flamingo are you talking about? Where's the flamingo up?
I'm not even sure.
I'm on Alps. I'm
the
seeing
hybrid,
thumbs.
the hybrid nouns.
Oh, the hybrid. That's a beautiful noun. Hybrid nouns have launched, and there's a flamingo.
I put
one.
the first.
Yep,
I put the first bid. I put the first bid. You outbid me, and I said, okay, this time maybe.
I am gonna. Yeah, I mean, I have to bid for the flamingo. It has to happen.
It's the flamingo and the Yeti, though. It's kind of amazing. It's kind of like incredible, like the ice cold and the flamingo. It's like amazing.
Right.
Cool.
All right, I've got a winner for you. I do. Yep. Can I get a drum roll? The winner is Nouns UK. Nouns UK. He's got a basketball head. Congratulations, Nouns UK. I didn't know that people played basketball in the UK, actually. I did.
I was kind of curious. Why the basketball head?
Yeah. Nice. James Naismith, the inventor of basketball, was Canadian, if you didn't know. But I don't know if there's a UK connection.
But he invented it in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Did he? Are you sure about that?
He did. I'm positive.
Well,
because I'm from Massachusetts.
All right. Well, I found this weird remix of Old MacDonald Had a Farm, so we'll see if it's good. We'll listen to it either way. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Could be worse.
Well, it is weird.
Could be better. Oh, here we go. Wait for the beat to drop. Don't judge it yet. See, sometimes it pays off to do YouTube roulette.
I hear Dr. Bullfrog in there.
Apparently that was the whole song. Unfortunately, that was the entire song. I could listen to that for a little bit longer. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Touch snow.
Bye.